Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Apple report for Thursday, March 9th, 2023. Before we jump into all the charts, please click like if you would each and every time and subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. And if you would, share the content with friends and colleagues. And last thing I'll say, I think, is I'd like you to check out wickedstocks.com where we offer a full assortment of videos, daily videos in the Triple Q and the SPY, 2 weekly stock picks every week. On Thursday, that is today, this trading day that I'm talking about, we're slated to put out Etsy we just offer a lot of good stuff that you never see on YouTube. Now, speaking of YouTube, we did put out a US dollar index analysis, a big picture, long-term analysis, and you might check that out. It's there. Just you have to look for it. I'm not quite exactly sure what else to say beyond that. So anyway, let's take a look at the big picture and work our way into the day itself. In January, we came off of long-term support in the low 120s. At the time mentioning the low 170s as a possible annual objective. We are well on our way to reaching that. We did have a 3 to 5 month buy signal about a month ago when we gapped above and settled above this meaningful channel top at 140.99. This is considered long-term support. I'm not sure if we'll see this anytime soon. A week ago I was expecting it, but not anymore. In fact, we've had a decent rally here, and in fact, it was the settlement about 3 trading days ago above this range of resistance, now support in the 150.66 to 151.63 region that put us into a more constructive dynamic into later March. So holding above 150.66 to 151.63, this is still bottom picking territory, not only for the day, not only for day traders, but 3 to 5 day swing traders into the upper 150s. Perhaps I'm going to call this a 1 to 2 week objective in the upper 150s, low 160s. And that is the play right now. Upside today, 154.33. It is in close correlation with the high of the recent low on Tuesday, but it's a little higher than that because it's a 5/8 upside Fibonacci over the last few days. It can contain intraday strength. I'll say that if we push through 154.33, I don't think you're going to see the low 150s for the rest of the day. Whether or not we can continue all the way up to 157.50 is another question altogether. 157.50 is once again this late October high. We came very close to retesting that in February when the high was 157.38. So 157.50 still a level able to contain session strength. And the question, of course, is it in reach today? If we push or open above 154.33, I have my doubts, but you never know. It's certainly in the realm of volatility possibility. 157.50 can contain session strength, and if we close today above 157.50, we should reach tomorrow that targeted upper 150s, low 160s, which is a descending 2/3 speed line projected off the November 21 all-time high in correlation with a 5/8 upside Fibonacci using the 2 extreme points, the November all-time high against B, which is, the January pullback low. So this area, let's kind of walk through the 3 to 5 day swing to, 1 to 2 week dynamic. And that is to say, that holding above this area, if you got long in the last couple of days, we are anticipating now the upper 150s. So, what does that mean? If you got long, does that mean that maybe you bought 159 out of the money calls, 160 out of the money calls? And as we approach that area, assuming we do over the next week or two, you would take profits in that area and perhaps consider, going short. And that could mean buying out of the money puts. Now, I don't know if we're going to fall all the way back into the 140s over the next few months following a test of the low 160s. Bear in mind, we are anticipating 172.45 as a 3 to 5 month target, and we're a little over a month into that. So there's plenty of time for these things to play out. You could consider merely buying, say, if we test 160 and you're an aggressive options trader, you like playing both sides of the market, you could buy a 145 out of the money put. And that is actually right now in pretty close correlation with this area down here. So let me go back to this chart and say that if we settle today below 150.66, now this is the downside, that 145.89 is in reach, possibly within 2 to 3 days, 3 to 5 at the most. it is this rising 2/3 speed that I'm more closely watching. And so as these two open up and pull away from each other, it will be 146.85 that will retain its 3-star support status, maybe 4-star, meaning that if we test it by the end of next week, could contain selling into April, and from here we turn back up again. But this is a very dynamic approach, speed line analysis, and we'll just have to see where things are laying out at that time. It really is what it comes down to. But I don't want to dissuade you from playing the short side. At the very least, if you have gone long in the low 150s the last couple of days and we close below 150.66 or we break it on an intraday basis, you should look at liquidating that long position. Hi, if you enjoy watching our daily Apple report, you'll love our daily Triple Q and SPY reports. They're presented in the same 5 to 10 minute video format. Our daily SPY and Triple Q analysis provides directional market signals that are correlated with highly specific price support and resistance levels. Whether your trading time horizon is short or longer term, we promise you a distinctive edge in your trading of the SPY and Triple Q. We offer a 5-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. So go to wickedstocks.com right now and start receiving your daily SPY and daily Triple Q reports today. And perhaps going short later in the day if we're clearly trading below this zone, playing the short side then for the next few days into the mid 140s. This area here able to contain selling through next week, and we could then come off of here as we move into April back up into the upper 150s because we still remain in the confines, confines of a long-term buy signal once again above 140.99. Anticipating 160.49 as like a 1 to 2 month target, and the 172.45 formation as a 3 to 5 month target. On that note, if of course over the next week we were to close above 160.49, we're probably just 2 to 3 weeks away, 3 to 5 at the most, from reaching this long-term objective at 172.45. Where profits can be taken. I say profits can be taken because presumably if we close above 160.49, you could reach for these 172 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a month. And as you recall, when we had the buy signal a month ago above this channel structure at 140.99, I was mentioning 170, 172 out of the money calls, 6 months to a 1 year expiration date at that time. And as we were reapproaching this area about a week ago, I was mentioning this once again as a possible out of the money call acquisition with plenty of time till expiration. I'm trying to think if there's anything more that needs to be said. Let me see if there is. Looking at this chart, once again, we're bullish into next week above 150, 163, anticipating continuation into the upper 150s. Upside today, 154.33, likely to contain intraday strength. That is a decent day trade on both sides. 150, 163 support, 154.33 resistance. If we push through 154.33, good low for the day. This market could make its way then to 157.50 by the closing bell, where profits can be taken, assuming you're either A, long over the last couple of days from the low 150s, and that's the 3 to 5 day swing trade. The 1 to 2 week swing trade is into the upper 150s, low 160s. If we close, last thing I'll say, below 150.66, whatever you do to prepare for the mid 140s, likely within several days, 3 to 5 at the most, is your call. That could mean playing the short side in the stock itself, and at the very least, not being long the stock if your time horizon is 3 to 5 days, 1 to 2 weeks. Or you could consider buying 145, 146, 147 out of the money puts that don't expire for at least a week. Anyway, that is really all that needs to be said for this particular Wicked Stocks video analysis. Please click like and check us out at wickedstocks.com. I'll talk to you tomorrow with Friday's Apple report. You have a great evening.